Right now something powerful is happening online, and when you scroll through major social platforms like Instagram, TikTok and YouTube, you will see it, guys, video after video, and voices, guys, they are rising, and the messages are spreading fast. And the message is that some black Americans are talking to the internet, not just to entertain, but to explain, to question, to reflect, and to tell their side of the stories. And guys, these aren't just random clips. They are going viral, and they are part of a bigger conversation, and one that is shaped by history, by personal experience, and by how people see the world today, guys. And these videos are getting a lot of popularity and support and mixed reactions. And guys, because isn't just about social media trend, it's about perspective, it is about trust, and this is what we want us to do and understand what is driving this conversation. So guys, I'll be bringing out some videos, and want us to watch these videos. Then I'll be coming back with a deeper commentary at the end of these videos, and then you'll also let me know what you think about them on the comment section. But guys, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribe today. This is John's Unfiltered Commentaries.
I don't trust white people with God. No. I won't let them tell me nothing about God. It ain't right. It just seems like they don't know him. It's like they be telling you, be like, you don't know him, man. Just stop, all right? See, the Lord understands you, Michael. I'm like, no, that ain't, you don't know who you talking about. Black people know God, man. We've been through so much. We know God, and we always begging him for something. So, you know, we didn't force the relationship on this man. Your grandmama been bugging him since 1802. She done prayed to him 400 times a day. You know, God got a prayer line, and when he hit and see the black people, he say, oh, Lord, here we go. Let me see what he gonna want now.
I recently saw a video of a black woman telling a group of white women that she will never trust them and will always be suspicious without even getting to know them just because they're white.
You know what I expect of white women? Not a damn thing. Nothing. I expect nothing of you because you have never given me anything. I can't trust you.
I want to explain why I am totally okay with that and why you should also be okay with it. As a white person, I have a weapon system that was built right into my skin from the day I was born that I can use against black or brown people whenever I want. And even though I have no intention of doing that, I could. And that's what matters. Let me explain it this way. Imagine that there are two people sitting across from each other at a table, but one of them has a weapon aimed at the other. And this person keeps reassuring the other person saying, trust me, I'm not going to pull the trigger. I know every single other person that's looked like me has pulled the trigger, but I won't. I think anyone choosing to get up and walk away from that table and not take the chance is completely reasonable.
There are many white people who mean right and in heart want to do right, but they're so few. If 10,000 rattlesnakes was coming down that aisle now, and I had a door here I could shut, and in that 10,000, 1,000 meant right. 1,000 rattlesnakes didn't want to bite me. I knew they were good. Should I let all these rattlesnakes come down, hoping that 1,000 get together and form a shield? Or should I just close the door and stay safe?
Nobody owes us anything. It doesn't matter how nice you are. It doesn't matter how much you try. It doesn't matter how much you learn. Consent doesn't just apply to the physical body. It applies to the mental body, the social body, the emotional body. You can do everything right, and people still get to say no.
Did you know that white women were 40% of the slave owners in the US? So when black women say they would choose a bear over a white woman, this is one of the many reasons why. And keep in mind, women couldn't own a bank account until the 70s. Women couldn't own their own business until after I was alive. Without having a whole lot of rights, women were still 40% of the slave owners. And if you need more examples, during my time at corporate America, all of my biggest haters and dissenters were all white women. Okay, not the white men, white women, because we were taught that there's only so many positions for women at the top, and we had to fight each other for them. Rather than there being competition between like everyone at the company, women felt like they had to fight between themselves to get those spots. The majority of my biggest bullies in life have been older white women. Okay, and a lot of times those have been in work environments where I have been actively pushed down by other women. So the next time you get your panties in a bunch when a black woman says that she trusts a white man over a white woman, just try to remember some of these examples.
Lately, people have been assuming that I have white friends, and I have become more and more irritated because it's really offensive. And before you're like, oh, why is it offensive that people assume you have white friends? Let me show you the school I went to. I do rep my W gear at least once a week because I am proud of the school I went to because I'm proud of myself for graduating. But this is the type of shit I had to deal with, and this is why I don't have any white friends, especially from W. Because what do you mean you held a visual for Charlie Kirk? These were the same people that were happy that Trump won that first election that he won. I had to walk around campus next to a whole bunch of white people with MAGA hats on. Do you know how comfortable that is for me? You think I could trust any of those white people that went to this school? So when people assume I have white friends, yes, I get offended. Because that means I would be a coon. And I never want to be labeled one of those. Okay? If I became friends with anybody from that white school, they wouldn't be able to be trusted. I'm sorry. Like, I wouldn't trust them. Because if not them, their family. If not their parents, their grandparents.
Post that this white woman put a caption that said, working with black women is working in the trenches. And then she stitched the video with a black woman saying that working in the trenches is working with white women. And she's like, oh, she can say this, but I can't say that. Correct. The black woman has every right to call out white women. You know why? Because racism is still alive and well. Black women still experience more oppression than you as a white woman will ever experience. It is not reverse racism. It is not the same thing. Reverse racism, not a thing. White oppression, not a thing. This is where intersectionality comes into play, right? You as a woman could be oppressed, but you as a white person, no, not a thing. However, a black woman experiences duality in that sort of oppression, correct? A woman and a person of color, correct? And truthfully, you proved the black woman's point. If the post wasn't about you, you wouldn't have gotten upset.
Just because you got tricked does not mean I did. Simply because you adopted the white man's patriarchy does not mean that I adopted the white woman's feminism. Let me explain. Me being a black woman, and a very proud one at that, it should be assumed that when I say I'm a feminist, I'm referring to intersectional feminism and also womanism. This reason alone is what lets me know that you all are projecting onto us. You adopted the white man's patriarchy. You are the one pushing European ideals onto your own community. Black women did not get swindled by feminism. Black women started feminism. This is why I say every accusation is a confession. You are confessing to me that you don't know the difference. You are confessing to me that you plagiarize another group's token of oppression. But that does not mean that black women plagiarize white women's movement for freedom and liberation. You have the distinct pleasure of sharing a race with some of the most innovative women on this planet. It's about time y'all start acting like it.
Why do most black people not trust white people? Let's talk about it. Let's get into it, because you may have heard some black people say, hey, I don't trust white people. Nope. I don't mess with them like that. I don't trust white people. And you may have thought to yourself like, wow, that's racist, right? You may have said that to yourself like, wow, that's really racist. It's not, by the way. It's prejudice. It's not racist. And I've had videos talking about the difference between racism, discrimination, and prejudice. So you can go back and watch those to get some clarity on the differences between those three words. They are not interchangeable. They are not synonymous. So no. So make sure you just educate yourself about that. But anyhow, let's talk about that though. Because if a black person is saying, well, I don't really trust white people like that, why would they be saying that? Where is that coming from? I'm going to let you know. I'm going to break it down for you real quick. So pay attention and watch this video all the way to the end. Okay. Now, have you ever been in a relationship? Okay. Where you're with somebody and they're telling you, I love you. I care about you. I want to be with you. And you find that throughout the relationship, their words are not matching up with their actions. Like, you just said that you love me, you care about me, you want to be with me, but yet you're doing these things that are giving me a completely different message, right? I talk to you about different issues, different behaviors you're engaging in that I don't like. And I ask you, please, let's don't do that. Let's stop that, because that's causing a problem in our relationship. It's causing me not to trust you. So let's stop doing that and do this instead. And you're like, oh, I feel you. I got you. I love you. I care about you. I'm not going to do that anymore. But then you still keep doing it. Saying one thing with your mouth, but you're doing something else every day with your actions, and they're not lining up. And what does that do? It causes a schism, right? It causes division. It causes a lack of trust. And so when you hear black people saying, I don't trust white people, I don't mess with white people like that, it's because there has been a schism. There has been a division, and there has been a breach of the trust. Because what a lot of white folks have done, if we just only look at the past 4 years, forget about history. That's a whole other thing. Just let's look at the past 4 years since 2020. So many self-proclaimed white allies were saying, Black Lives Matter, and yes, for equality and equity and reparations, and we're standing against racial injustice, and we're fighting against white supremacy culture and all this stuff with their mouth, right? Maybe on social media. And then what happened with their actions? Their actions weren't lining up. That's why I'm always telling you, don't talk about it, be about it. Let your actions speak for themselves. You don't have to go around telling people, I'm not racist. I may be white, but I'm not racist. What are you talking about? We don't need you to tell us. Show us. Show us.
Historical context that gives you reason to trust white people as a person of color. So if you trust them for any reason at any level, you are dumb. There's no way around it. I'm sorry. If you trust them, believe them, think that they are for you, allies with you, and they turn out not to be, that's your fault. You're stupid. Because historically, there is no reason to trust them.
Life, if I learned anything, is not to trust white people. That's the truth. No, I don't care. Like, that's the truth. And no offense, white people will be there for you because it's a trend. But at the end of the day, if it's them or you, they're gonna pick them.
Friendship, scary. And then I think about the fact that I become mutuals with people, give them the opportunity to come clean about any problematic past. They say nothing, and then they get exposed for being racist. And it's never like some low key, like I used to say the N-word in songs. No, it's like N-word hard R against black people. Like tell me why white people are normalizing racist past. Also, I think about the fact that white people have continuously, when given the opportunity, oppressed multiple marginalized communities. And I think about the fact how easy it is for them to do it again. Like if they really wanted to, they would bring slavery back. They kind of already did with the criminal justice system. Plus the rate of hate crimes. I will legit always be scared of white people until they're the minority, which I hope will be sooner than I think.
A second ago, did you say you fight racism with racism? Yes.
Okay, first off, horrible camera angle. Secondly, you can't fight racism with more racism. And yes, black people can be racist, and this is an example. Imagine if a white person made this same exact video. They'd lose everything. Is that not privilege and power? And I understand. A lot of black people have PTSD when it comes to this, but you can't judge or not trust a whole race based on the actions of a few. As Gandhi once said, an eye for an eye will leave the whole world blind. Somebody got to be the bigger person in this situation, or we're just going to keep perpetuating the hate and the divide between all of us.
So guys, welcome back to the channel. So as we have said, guys, these are things that are trending, and I want to bring you an unfiltered commentary about this issue. And as we see here, guys, is that black Americans are mostly speaking, and they are not speaking in whispers but in millions of views. And these videos aren't random. They are rooted in history, in lived experience, in stories passed down through generations. And from what some of them is they have said is that they have the black Americans, and mostly we speak about the foundational black Americans, have experienced unequal justice to moments that still feel unresolved today. And some of those situations and how they relate to the present are some of the things that makes them not want to trust the white people. And guys, now in a digital age, these feelings are finding a new stage. And you see, guys, creators, they are breaking down and they are explaining things down, and why the trust for them isn't automatic, why skepticism exists, why certain systems feel like they were never built with them in mind. It is not just about anger, it is a reflection, and some videos are calm, almost documentary like, but others are intense, guys, and they are cut. And so, guys, what we see from all these videos is that one thing is clear, and they are not just about individuals. These videos are not about individuals. They are about perception, about history, and about how people interpret their place in society today. And when you agree or disagree, the conversation is growing, guys, because in a world driven by algorithms, what trends, shapes, what we talk about, and right now, guys, these voices are making sure they are heard. And the black Americans, or the foundation of black Americans, they have the right to come out and express the situation, express why they feel like they still don't want to trust the white people. And guys, and this may also be related with how people vote, and because how the majority of the white people vote, it is in a way that they vote for systems that will not favor the black Americans or the foundation of black Americans. So, guys, I feel like this trust is mostly related on the systems and policies that the white people support, and especially coming out from the recent election of Donald Trump and his systems. So, guys, do let me know what you think about all these videos. Let me have your take on this.